Hello, fight fans. James Smith from In This Corner TV from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Earlier tonight, Floyd Money Mayweather fighting the second career rematch. You remember his first one 12 years ago against Jose Luis Castillo. That time, the second time around, Floyd made it look easy. Tonight, he made it look easy again. Whatever the analytics that go into his pugilistic computer brain, he certainly dissected Maidana. Tremendous job of foot movement, hand speed, dexterity, ring generalship, distance, leverage, timing, pot shotting. And when Maidana did get in and get him against the ropes this time out, Floyd knew what to do. He grabbed and he held until referee Kenny Bayless would come in and break things up. I had it 118 to 109. Floyd goes to 47-0. Also on the card tonight, Leo Santa Cruz successfully defends his championship with a second-round knockout, and Mickey Bay from Mayweather Promotions wins his first world championship. After the fight, post-fight reaction.
I had a brilliant game plan, a brilliant team, and we gave the fans what they wanted to see tonight. And even in the 12th round, you know, Mickey Bay, one time he was in a big fight, one fight away from the championship fight. He went out there, of course we want to please the fans, but he went out there, he won 11 rounds and went out there and fought toe-to-toe and got knocked out. And I told him, you have to be smart. The smart fighters, you'll last a long, long time being extremely smart. If I know I had to fight one and in the bag, why would I go out there and fight toe-to-toe in the 12th round? I'm not trying to mess my legacy up. You know, to get this sport over 30 years, then mess my legacy up, I just can't do it.
He hecho un trabajo muy lindo. Muchos boxeadores han peleado con él, nunca le hicieron lo que yo le hice, nunca le pegaron como le pegué.
I think I did a terrific job. Many fighters have fought against him, and you know, I don't think they've done what I've been able to do and land so many punches against Floyd Mayweather.
Yo siento que las peleas que he hecho salí ganador, victorioso, pero bueno, si los jueces prefieren a un correlón como Floyd, está bien.
I felt that I did enough to win. I felt I did enough to win, but what can I say? If the judges like a fighter that runs like Floyd, then there's nothing I can do about that.
Rich, you were sitting right in front of me. Really nice performance by Floyd Mayweather. Artful dodging, pot shotting, holding, maybe excessively, but getting the job done and going to 47-0. Your thoughts on the fight?
Well, I thought Floyd fought a very fine fight tonight. I thought he had an excellent game plan. I was a little surprised. I thought Maidana did not come out with the same wild aggressiveness that he showed in the first fight. My own personal opinion is that that's the best way, that just the craziness to go up against Floyd Mayweather, that if you try to fight him in an orthodox manner, it's just not going to work. Others have tried that. It's just not going to work. But I thought that Floyd had things pretty much in control all the way. I had him an easy winner in this fight. I gave Maidana 3 rounds during the course of the fight. And, you know, I think Floyd proved his greatness, to me anyway, once again.
You know, you brought, and I agree with you. I mean, forget about talk about a game plan. I always joke, when you fight Floyd, forget about a game plan. You just need to fight similar to the way Maidana did the first time out. Do you have any, we were just talking before we started about Kenny Bayless. It seemed he's a very frenetic referee. I like him as a person, and he certainly cares about the fighters, but he's always ready to jump in there, and Floyd is fantastic at holding and tying up. He's brilliant at it. In fact, young fighters out there who get into trouble should watch and learn how to do that. Did you have any problem with Bayless's refereeing?
A little bit. I thought that Kenny was a little quick to jump in at times tonight, because I thought that Maidana at times was still punching, was punching away.
Had a free hand.
Yes, and was punching, and Kenny was getting in there. They were not, in other words, they were not tied up in the way that I saw it, and Kenny was jumping in there, even though Floyd was managing to clamp down on one arm. But so I thought that took away from Maidana's chances a little bit. But from what I saw over the 12 rounds, there's no way that Maidana can beat Floyd Mayweather Jr.
It was a good fight. You know, Mayweather did what he had to do, but it just shows to me that Mayweather's aging a little bit now. You can see his feet are not the same way, how he moves them, and also how, you know, his he was getting caught with a lot of shots, and it just didn't seem like Floyd. I mean, you know, there's a lot of flaws in that fight against Maidana, and I couldn't believe what I saw because, you know, when I was breaking it down, how to beat Floyd, in the back of my mind, it seemed so clear, having a good jab, having great speed, having movement. I mean, if Maidana was any quicker, Maidana would have hurt Floyd so many more times. But he hurt him a lot of times by being just slow, well, not slow, but a normal speed fighter he is. But he was still causing a lot of problems to Floyd Mayweather. So, you know, let's see, man. I mean, I really think that I will give Floyd a lot of problems if he ever fought me, because I bring something else to the table. I bring power and speed and explosiveness to the table. You know,
and a pretty good jab.
That's all right.
The jab is the key against Floyd.
The jab is the key. And when I spoke to Oscar, Oscar said, you know, he said, when I look at fighters, you have the best jab. And he says, I really believe that you'll give him big problems. So let's see.
Amir Khan, he's a solid, good competitor. He's a good fighter. We don't know who I'm fighting as of right now. We don't really know. You know, I'm not rushing. If that fight happened to come my way, then we'll make it happen.
What about the signs of aging and you feeling that at all?
I felt good. I felt good. I can't really say what age I felt. I felt like the winner. But Amir Khan's a good fighter, you know, of course. I mean, I think when Amir Khan was an amateur, you know, everybody is taking shots at Floyd Mayweather. I think when Amir Khan was an amateur, I was champion. And then when Amir Khan turned pro and he got knocked out, I was championed. And when Amir Khan got knocked out again, I was championed. And when he lost his belt again, I'm still champion, and I'm still right here.
Can anybody beat Floyd Mayweather Jr.? No, I've noticed things, maybe because I've been around him for 18 years, and I was talking about how his legs looked a little slower. He certainly didn't look slow tonight. Who would you like? Is it obvious who you'd like to see him fight next?
I'd like to see him fight Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
And tonight I thought in his post-fight interview that was the most encouraging I've ever heard Floyd talking about fighting Manny Pacquiao. When he says, well, let's see what Pacquiao does against Chris Algieri, and then let's see if it makes sense.
Yeah, I think there's a door open now for that fight. I really do.
It seemed like he was opening it there. I mean, usually he's like, you know, he doesn't want to talk about it, or he'll make some remarks about the promoter, Bob Arum, or whatever. But tonight, I thought that he kind of opened that door a sliver to maybe a fight with Manny Pacquiao. And I think, you know, Floyd knows he's coming to the end of the road. He's committed to coming to the end of the road. It would make a great deal of sense to get those two together, assuming that Pacquiao would be successful in his fight in November.
Well, congratulations. Another successful title defense. Talk about the fight.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy and happy with my performance. We did what we had to do. Millions of people were watching us, so we trained really hard in the gym to come and do this. So, because we knew we had to finish him fast, because they said he was an easy fighter, and we had to prove that we could finish him fast.
I was looking for you to get him with a left hook to the body, but before you could do that, you land the left jab and right hand. Talk about the combination that put him to sleep.
Yeah, no, I was, on the first round, I was throwing the jab, and I threw the right, and I got him, and I knew that, from there, I knew that with the right I was going to get him. And then my dad, he told me, oh, with the right you could knock him out, and that's what we did. And we got him in the first round. We got him with a good body shot too. And I think
you hurt him with that.
Yeah, I heard him push, and it hurt him. So I thought I was gonna finish him with the body shot, but the right came and we knocked him out.
You know, I said going into this fight, I thought you'd get a knockout. You're always aggressive, but it just seemed to me like you were not only your normal aggressive self, but you were going for the knockout.
Yeah, that's what we were looking for. We trained hard in the gym, and we knew we could do it. So that's what we did, because millions of people were watching. We wanted to give them a great fight. We wanted to impress them, and that's what we did.
Do you think you can still improve as a fighter?
Yeah, of course. I have to have a lot to improve. Every time we learn a little bit more, and there's always a thing to learn in the gym. And my dad tells me every little day, every time, we're gonna be learning little by little something else.
Of course, you've only had, an hour or a couple hours to think about it, but if you think over these 2 rounds, you score the quick knockout, anything come to mind that you should have done better in the 2 rounds?
No, yes, I think work the body more, and that's it. I think it's giving more pressure. I should have gone, but I wanted to study him first, the first round, but because I didn't know, it had been 2 years that I hadn't known, so I didn't want to get surprised or anything.
You know, you after the fight, I think I heard you mention Rigondeaux, and that's a fight everybody's talking about. I think you want the fight. I would imagine he should want the fight. Can that fight be made?
Yeah, I think it could. The fans want it, and I want to give the fans what they want. I'm here to fight for the fans, give them what they want, and if the promoter, my manager, they come in agreement with their camp, and they make the fight happen, I'm willing whenever.
And new lightweight champion of the world, Mickey Bey. How does that sound? Pretty damn good.
Since you just said it, it kind of, you know, you reminded me like, oh, okay, I am the champ. Oh, it feels good. I worked hard and put a lot into this game, been real disciplined in and out of the ring. You know, I'm just happy that the time came and I beat a great champion tonight. He was the #1 champion at lightweight. So that proved that I didn't cherry pick or get it the easy way.
No, this was his 7th title defense,
right.
and he's
a years.
Yeah, a good fighter. And talk about the fight and how you felt that you won it.
I felt I landed a lot of good jabs. Was the aggressor. It was kind of an ugly fight, but that's kind of not to knock him the way he fights because he done something right.
Yeah.
If he been winning like this, but you know I just had to pull it out. I knew it wouldn't be pretty, but you know I just had to pull the victory out.
You know what I think you're going to see in this fight, because I know you like to watch films and stuff. I think you're going to watch the fight and really see where, wow, how you could have even done even much better.
People don't know I hurt my hand.
Did you? Okay. How did that?
Round.
Which hand?
This one.
Okay, right hand.
So that's why I couldn't really
throw the right.
Gas.
Okay.
Had I had both, I think I could have probably got him out of there.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to. You know, I couldn't. That's a smart fighter. If it would have got any worse than it got, it would have been even harder of a night for me. So I had to be 10 times clever today with the jab, and I'm just glad I was in great shape.
What gave you the most problems with him in this fight?
Holding. He was coming in with his head a lot. He was rabbit punching. You know, but I can't knock him. Like I say, he's been the champ for a long time. You know, he's a great fighter, but it was mainly that. It wasn't even the punches or it was more like the fouls and stuff, I think. The awkwardness and he hit me in the back a lot, like in my spinal cord a lot, and things like that. But that's veteran tricks, you know, this guy. You know,
we talked about the other day going into this fight, you know, the pressure of being a Mayweather fighter, and, you know, Love just has gotten beaten. I think you're the 2nd world champion now for Floyd, I believe. And what does that mean to you? I know it means a lot to you. That's the bottom line. But what does it mean to be a Mayweather champion?
Oh, it means a lot because, to tell you the truth, a lot of people thought he would beat me. I mean, if you don't really know me, I could see why people would give him a lot of credit because he haven't lost in so long. And he never lost at lightweight, so a lot of people were nervous. But I was glad that I can kind of be Superman this fight and say, okay, I'm going to step up to the plate and I'm going to deliver. Like, don't listen to what anybody is saying. I'm going to figure out a way to beat this guy no matter what happens. I'm going to pull this fight out.